Hello, so today that's the European Hormone Day. It's the second edition of the European Hormone Day. That's very important in the life of the European Society of Endocrinology, I would say in the life of all the endocrine community. So I have the pleasure today to sit here with Wiebke Arlt, who has been very recently elected as the President-Elect of the European Society. So maybe Wiebke, you can say a few words about yourself, and then I will introduce myself.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm an endocrinologist, a clinically qualified and research active endocrinologist with working experience in Germany, the USA, and now for more than 20 years already in the United Kingdom. My research focus is steroid endocrinology and patients with adrenal and reproductive disorders.
And I'm myself, Jérôme Bertherat. So far, I'm the President-Elect of the European Society of Endocrinology. Tomorrow, I will become the President. I'm based in Paris. I'm working mostly on pituitary and anal disorders, both clinical care and translational research. So we are very happy that Wiebke has been elected, because this is one of the first clearly visible results of the EUWIN initiative, and Wiebke was very active to launch the EUWIN initiative. So maybe Wiebke, you can tell us a few words about this initiative?
Absolutely, yeah, I'm not sure if it had directly impacted on me being elected, because it was a much longer journey, but we created EUWIN. Yeah? EUWIN, as the name says, EUWIN, the European Women in Endocrinology, as a new opportunity for women from all countries to network. Not only countries from Europe, but we had women from all over the world at our reception on Sunday. And there's a lot of excitement, because we would like to bring women more actively becoming involved with the work of the society, and also more women being proposed or self-nominating for our awards. And obviously, the majority of our members are women. And on Hormone Day, it's obviously an important thing to think about women, because women's hormonal health is extremely impactful. Yeah? And this is also beyond reproduction, also with regard to metabolism, and also obviously with regard to later stages in life. Yeah? There are a lot of conditions that predominantly or exclusively affect women. Like polycystic ovary syndrome, migraine, and other conditions where actually hormones play a key role.
Yeah, so during this day, the idea is to increase awareness about the importance of hormone, to increase the knowledge, both, of course, the endocrine community, but the general public and the decision makers, because hormones are important, but they are also complex. So we need to explain what are the hormonal system to a broader audience. And this is really one major aim of the European Hormone Day, to raise awareness and to spread the knowledge about what are the hormones, what they are doing, what's the importance of hormone, what's the importance of hormone health for the general health of the body, both the physical and the mental health. And that's really one major aim of this European Day. And the nice thing with the European Society of Endocrinology is that through all the national societies that are affiliated to the Endocrine Society, we have national contacts to disseminate the knowledge about hormones. Many of these societies have translated in their own language the leaflet and the video that we have produced in English, so that's very helpful to disseminate the information. And today, at the end of the afternoon, we will have a special event within the European Congress of Endocrinology meeting, so that will be a great event around this Hormone Day. So we'll all go there.
Yeah. Exactly, and another very important thing and absolutely critical to Hormone Day is, our will and commitment to critically involve patients that are affected by hormone disorders and conditions that alter hormones and affect their health in the process. Here in Istanbul at the European Conference, we have a patient experience zone and the presence of a lot of patient support and self-help group, and I've already had a lot of good interactions with them, and tomorrow Jérôme and I will meet with them actually in the patient support committee. And this is nowadays recognized as absolutely critical, because it's not what clinicians or researchers imagine that patients want. We need to ask patients themselves what they want, what they experience. And this will inform the type of research and the type of clinical care and the type of education we will be providing. And you may know already that we are not only addressing clinicians, doctors and researchers, but also specialist professionals like nurses. Yeah? We have an endocrine nurse committee which is very active and which has pulled together activities from many countries.
Yeah, that's why we try to have as member a broad diversity. So you already discussed about the diversity and the representation in terms of gender, but we also have a broad geographical diversity through all Europe, and we also want to have on board not only the clinician but also the scientists, the nurses, as you say, but also the patient, because we have now for 2 years patient advocacy groups that are members of the society, and we have at present 24 patient advocacy groups that are members of the society, and they are very important to interact and move on all what is related to what we call in terms of research patient-related outcome. That means not only we work to improve what as a physician we can evaluate, but also the perception of the patient in their everyday life of their management. So that's part of all the development that we had recently. And because the society is also developing, and the European Hormone Day is part of that, advocacy at the European level, and especially in Brussels, that's for sure a space where the voice of patient is also very important, as you already mentioned.
Absolutely, and one thing to recognize on Hormone Day is also that hormones are important all our life. Obviously, they are critically important already during pregnancy, when the child develops in the mother's womb, and then during early development, during puberty, then adulthood and giving birth to new children, but also during aging. They are absolutely critical. And the European Society of Endocrinology is also working to look at all the aspects that come with it across the life course. And actually in 2 years' time, in 2025, we will have a joint conference with the European Society of Pediatric Endocrinology to ensure that all knowledge across the life course on hormones comes together.
So now I think we came to the end of this discussion. This is the European Hormone Day. Disseminate the information. If you are a member of the society, please be very active. If you're not yet a member, please join us, because there are many activities to develop all together. It's a huge network of friends around endocrinology. It's both pleasant and very beneficial for all the community.
Yes, join the European Society of Endocrinology and join European Women in Endocrinology, EUWIN, to promote hormone health for all.